Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about truth. We all know Jehovah's Witnesses say they have the truth, and they refer to their religion as the truth. When you're one of Jehovah's Witnesses, you ask other Jehovah's Witnesses how long they have been in the truth. So their claims are, of course, that their religion is unequivocally true. But let's talk about truth for a minute. Let's talk about some truths. Some truths that we know are that gravity is the force that holds us down on planet Earth. If you question that, you can go into a laboratory and perform experiments, and you can actually measure the constant of gravity, and you can measure the force of gravity. Anytime that you have questions about that truth, you can inquire in a scientific method to prove whether or not gravity does exist. Now, there's some discussion as to what causes gravity, and recent developments, scientists believe they have an answer or are on the path to an answer thanks to experiments performed in the Large Hadron Collider. But nonetheless, as to whether gravity works, you can easily prove it. And you can ask as many times as you want, and you will get the same answer every single time you do an experiment. That is the way truth works. Truth can be questioned, truth can be interrogated, and if truth is correct, it will always come out true. Any truth that cannot be interrogated or that cannot withstand criticism, well, you have to wonder whether it actually is truth. Which raises a very powerful issue with what Jehovah's Witnesses consider to be truth. If indeed their truth is so strong, why is it that you cannot question it? Right away, you have to wonder, why does the truth need to hide? There is no time or place where real truth needs to be afraid of the facts. If something is true, there is nothing that will be able to overturn it. So, when somebody has something that is true, but they won't let you question it, you actually must question whether or not they really are telling you the truth. And this is the crux of the matter with what Jehovah's Witnesses call the truth. They will view you as disloyal and evil if you actually question their truth once you become one of Jehovah's Witnesses. When you are studying the Bible with them, if you begin to ask certain questions, they'll ask if you have been talking to apostates. And of course, when they say apostates, they mean people that used to be Jehovah's Witnesses but now are not. They view all such people as inherently evil and basically as worshiping Satan, as I've described before on this channel. Now, when somebody is one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and if they discover something that proves that the Watchtower might not be right, they generally speaking push it out of their minds. They will not have conversations about this with other Jehovah's Witnesses. If you bring it up to them, they will stop talking to you about it. If you don't stop talking about those things, they will report you to the elders, and that can get you kicked out of the Watchtower if you don't agree to take the information that you have that proves them to be non-truthful and keep it to yourself. So really, if you think about it, the version of truth that Jehovah's Witnesses teach is nothing at all like truth. Their truth cannot withstand scrutiny. There are multiple facts that can prove it wrong. And the Watchtower is scared to death that you might in fact make this investigation. In fact, some months ago, a Mr. Kenneth Floden did a JW morning worship in which he utilized an old Watchtower magazine to demonstrate how deceitful apostates are. But Mr. Floden's truth could not withstand scrutiny via the fact he gave people no way to actually investigate his truth claims. And many videos have been done where people did investigate his truth claims and demonstrated just how dishonest Mr. Floden was being. Kim and Mikey did a nice video on that. I believe Watchtower Examination did, so you can check out their channels for that. So I know a couple of people that are still in the organization, but they are awake, and they are always curious as to how to talk to their relatives, and it's a tricky thing, because there comes a point at which their relatives are affected by the mind control of the Watchtower. Now, there are some people that are open to discussing more things, and there are some people that are not open to discussing anything. And this depends on how strongly the mind control has them. Just how under the influence are they? So as people start to wake up, they become more willing to discuss more of the issues that they see. Because in honesty, I believe that most Jehovah's Witnesses see some pretty severe issues with the teachings of the Watchtower. It's just that they allow the mind control to make them shut their minds off and to ignore the substantial amount of evidence proving that the Watchtower Truth is indeed not true. Because people have built up such a hope around Watchtower. They really have bought into what they've been sold. They're really drinking the Kool-Aid, if you will. And they have planned all their hopes on this paradise that's coming, and that they have the only truth, and that they really are serving God. And to find out that in fact they have been misled by a publishing corporation can be quite devastating. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about truth, and what truth is and how truth works. Truth can always be interrogated. Truth is always strong enough to stand. Truth can defend itself. Truth never needs to hide. The Watchtower Truth needs to hide. It cannot withstand criticism. It cannot withstand the facts. And the only way it maintains its proof is by disallowing any discussion about whether or not it's true. The truth of the Watchtower is in fact a lie. And the Watchtower resorts to extremely dishonest means to keep their truth true in the minds of their followers. The very fact that you cannot discuss true things about the Watchtower and remain in good standing as one of Jehovah's Witnesses is proof that they do not have the truth, they do not know what truth is, and they are afraid of the truth. Anyway, so that's my random thought for the day. Thanks for watching.